when we are talking of pregnancy per se, yes, all of you kind of welcome to kind of parenthood. Yes, in a new phase of your life. So when we talk of, this is kind of, overlapping parenting, if I have to say, when I'm talking of the topic that, concerning the emotional aspects of pregnancy. For me, you people actually, in local terms, you'll be slaughtered in the slot of parents to be. For me, the day you have conceptualized a life, you have turned parents. So what you think, how you are, what you eat, everything impacts. Because when you are conceptualizing, you are not only kind of passing on the genetic coding as far as the IQ is concerned, you are also kind of doing the EQ coding, which is the emotional quotient of the child. Right? इसके बारे में किसने सोचा ही नहीं ना? Right? Well, so it also basically is an example if I'm going to ask you. New mothers. Would you basically take your kid for Conjuring horror movie? No, right? So if you're going to be seeing something of that sort now, is that okay? Exactly, because at this point of time your child is there with you, inside you. As an adult, you recognize the difference between a fantasy and a reality, right? But your kid does not know anything of that sort. You're going to go back to sleep in the night, and in your subconscious memory, in your dreaming state, you are basically having everything interwoven, और अंदर बहुत अच्छा बड़ा picture देख रहा है, right? So your audio-visual medium also basically impacts your pregnancy. That's the reason maybe, yes, the generation previous to us, they would basically kind of, say to go to places of worship, read religious books or, that kind of a thing, because that would evoke positivity. Maybe, yes, if you're not fond of that side or that angle, you can basically pick up things that you basically kind of gets you into that zone. It could be just listening to good music, kind of watching stand-up comedies, or any other kind of, modes of entertainment, or kind of a good thing is to get back to some of your hobbies. Apart, it's not belly dancing. So you can basically kind of get going to do something of that sort. That's going to give you in that zone of basically being positive, basically being happy. Quite a difficult job for the guys to do. Yeah? I know. Like what she said, just to say, yes. Well, so how does this impact? Okay, now we are all talking of, yes, it impacts, but how does it impact? Now, when you are basically kind of slightly overly emotional, or we kind of overreacting, or being sensitive, we are finding it difficult to understand our own self, right? Then how do you expect your husband, who is not even basically enough inside that, to understand what you require? So first, the basic thing is you need to understand yourself. First point is accept your pregnancy in totality. Don't become judgmental. Mirror is not your best friend. I'm turning fat. My clothes don't fit. Accept the pregnancy completely. Don't have negative body imaging. That's the most important thing. Don't think that your pregnancy is kind of, a speed breaker towards your productivity. Or I am not able to do more than what I can. I need to kind of take a step back. You are actually kind of, more than your Excel sheets and spreadsheets. You are here conceptualizing, nurturing a life inside you. How much more productive can you get? Right? So first of all, feel good about yourself. So when you feel good about yourself, obviously you are giving an environment inside that you're welcoming the baby. So your thoughts impact the kid. Now, if you are basically going to have a very nice ambience, now this place is pretty nice, you're pretty much sitting on a nice sofa, right? You're going to be having a lovely lunch followed by the sessions here. So the environment, the ambience, everything basically settles you. Now, instead of this, today the climate is pretty good, but then suppose if yesterday the session was there, right? What would be your mood? Right? So something very similar. So the environment basically has a huge impact inside. And that environment you provide. Your mental state provides that environment inside for your kid. So be positive. I don't want you basically reading up on too many things, using Google as your search engine over here to figure out anything that is basically wrong with you or anybody whom you know. Sometimes ignorance is bliss. Okay? So I don't want the mothers to be pretty anxious, apprehensive, angry, aggressive, frustrated, irritated. What kind of environment are you basically kind of going to provide? And you get an offspring who is going to basically be a samurai. Right? Now if you're basically going to be cool, calm, composed, contented, happy, you have a Zen kid. Right? अब वो creation आपके हाथ में है, right? So when you're in the process of creation, why not create the best ever product you can? It's as simple as that. Right? The most difficult job is to basically be in that state. Right? So you need to basically understand what is basically screening over here. What are the thoughts? Usually the negative thoughts that come, since husbands are there over here, so I will use you guys as point of references and point of contact. Now they just basically kind of, what do you mean to say? Say something. You are in the kind of mode where you are basically putting everything under the microscope and basically dissecting up and basically forming your own permutations and combinations. Right? And you go, आज ऐसे कहा, 4 दिन पहले भी ऐसे, 4 महीने पहले भी ऐसे, 4 साल पहले भी ऐसे. So you kind of form a nice negative train, and by the time he comes back in the evening, you're in a full-blown outlet, right? I know, you're basically kind of remembering something, yes. But what was the first thought that came in? You didn't feel good, right? That's the reason that whole thing started building up. How long you guys know each other? Okay, 3 years. Okay, you're fairly still discovering. But guys, in these 3 years, you would basically kind of had a nice memory bank built with good memories. Us time pe kuch yaad nahi aata, right? I know. So what you need to do is when you're basically having something upsetting, you need to basically take something out from your good memory bank and superimpose it on that. Uske baad ye negative trend ban raha hai? Nahi. That's it. It's as simple as that. So you need to screen your thoughts. Your thoughts make who you are. So your thought building, your positive imaging has a huge impact on your pregnancy over here. Talk it out, communicate. That is very, very important on people who are basically kind of having a positive influence. If people are basically around you also tensing you up, don't talk to them. Unpleasant situation and unpleasant people are there in all families. Avoid them. Okay? So be in your zone, do what is basically kind of comfortable for you. Your comfort is on top priority. Baki sab baad mein. So focus on the job that you have. And this needs your 100% over here. We all need kids who are healthy. So you need to take that effort to create one. As simple as that. That's simple. Keep things simple, things will stay simple. Don't complicate things by using, different things into it. Don't let other things influence. So if you have somebody close confidant like your doctor or your childbirth educator, talk it out with them, discuss with them. You will have a lot of don'ts during your pregnancy. You're kind of in a state of confusion. Talk out, reach out to support system. Don't basically kind of internalize. Because we have a habit of internalizing everything and processing too much. Because all your processing, see, anything that you hear from anybody's advice, listen from here, take it out from here. यहाँ पे processing जैसे शुरू होता है, नीचे impact होता है. Simple. So at this point of time, your child is basically inside a bubble, which we call it an amniotic sac. Let it be inside it. वैसे भी बाहर आएगा तो वैसे भी reality मिल रहा है, right? So let it be in a little bit of fantasy. Okay? Any questions here? Wow, fairly, I think you understood the topic or everything has gone tangent up. None? Yes. No. It will not be lazy. It is just your body requirement. So somewhere down the line, your nourishmental needs are not being met. Because of which, yes, you're feeling lazy and lethargic.
One. Or, can I?
Yes, yes.
Or, second thing is your progesterone. If your progesterone levels are a little high, this is very clinical what I'm saying, but then your makeup of your body is wanting that. So don't deny it. It is
Yes.
not. Don't feel guilty about कि मेरे को सोने को अच्छा लगता है या feeling to sleep more. My child will be lazy. No. It's your particular unique scenario where you want, and many mothers in first trimester want to sleep a lot. That is just because progesterone is at the rooftop that time to sustain the pregnancy. Once 3 months are over, your pregnancy stabilizes, then you won't need that much progesterone. So automatically they drop down. The nature does that. But in some cases, you body requirement hai, that's what it is. Trust your intuitions individually as a mothers or would be mothers.
More books like spirituality and all. To avoid sleeping only, I read books.
No, sleep. If your body demands sleep, sleep. It is okay, be a sleeping beauty. It is okay. But accordingly, if you kind of change a little bit, yes, if you're kind of addressing your nourishment, and also, yes, if you are also kind of, figuring out the medical aspect, then let's see if the situation improves. If it is not, then that is unique to your pregnancy. Your baby demands that kind of an environment.
In total, don't ever feel guilty about anything.
Exactly. So don't feel guilty about being pregnant and the process that I have not been able to do this. Yes, we are in a hurry to basically kind of, yes, early morning is a catch-22 situation. Earlier, yes, we were able to finish the work in half an hour. अब ज़्यादा time लग रहा है, तो लो वो time. Don't hurry up. You have to slow down, then slow down. If you're able to manage, manage. Understand your body demands. Respect your body. As simple as that. And trust your gut instinct. They were never wrong until it is clouded by fear and anxiety. Okay?
Doubt. One big culprit is doubt.
Yes. Yes.
Very subjective question, but job and exertion relating to emotions.
A little bit amount of stress is good. Because we perform better under stress, but how much are we able to let that stress get into you and affect you? That depends from individual to individual. Now the same situation if given to different people over here, everybody's response would be different, right? So a little bit of everything is nice. It doesn't mean that by you're pregnant, okay, leave everything or aram karo. I don't want her to do any aram. In fact, I want my mothers to work till the last state of their delivery. In fact, delivery भी काम ही है, labor ही बोलते हैं ना उसको. When? So, you understand your requirement. Till the day you are comfortable doing whatever work, household work, office work, any other work, managing other kids, older kids, whatever. How long you are able to do so, do. The day you feel uncomfortable personally, hang up your boots. So it is again very subjective. From person to person, it differs. And don't compare yourself with other people. Because you are an individual. You have your own strengths, you have your own weaknesses. So why are you comparing? कौन सा yardstick है comparison के लिए? Is there some standardization? No, right? Yes, with pregnancy you have these certain symptoms. But yes, we are there around so that we can basically kind of, try to reduce those implications of those symptoms a little bit less. You don't have to live with it. You don't have to live with the backache. You don't have to live with the leg swelling. And they say, हाँ, ये तो normal है. Why you have to basically, when there are things that there are certain exercises which will help to basically reduce it, why not? Right? So don't restrict your life. Live your life completely. ये वक्त वापस आने वाला नहीं है. Okay? This is a time where you can get treated like royalty. Get it. Okay? Indulge. Okay? Don't be scared. Go out, live your life. Don't feel restricted. Everything is growing about you. क्या restrict कर रहे हो? So यहाँ से भी खोलो. Open up your mind. Go with a clean slate. Then only we can write something on it, right? Already सब कुछ भर गया अंदर. Right?